What's up, guys? Welcome to this episode of Head-to-Head Battles. In today's episode, I want to talk about the 10 best cards out of Lightning Overdrive, right? What are the best cards and how do they get implemented into these new decks? Where are the new strategies and how do you get ahead of the game, all right? Before we get into it, guys, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, hit that notification bell to join the squad. Also, make sure to go buy that brand new merch.
In a world where trading card game accessories are boring, one man, one desire to bring you the hottest merch of 2021. Be the hottest duelist on the block with these waifu stickers. Be the man everyone wants to be with your stunning metal field centers. Flex on the competition with the greatest merch on the planet. Get yours today over at headtoheadbattles.com.
Also, comment down below, yo, should Susu become a voice actor? That commercial, I filmed and edited myself. Like, that voice, that's me. That's all me, baby. All right, so if you guys enjoyed that little commercial, let me know by liking this video and commenting down below. Also, not every card on this list is gonna be really expensive, right? Like, I mean, obviously, Diviner of the Herald is gonna be a good card. It's meant to be a good card. It's a level 2 fairy tuner with an amazing effect. But before we get into this, guys, big disclaimer. There's some comments on this list, all right? Don't hate me. Listen, there's some elitists out there. Don't hate me. Some of these comments are insane. Scrap Raptor is a common. Understand this. All right, speaking of Scrap Raptor, the first card I want to talk about is actually Scrap Raptor. Why is this card so freaking good in the Dino strategy, all right? Now, if you guys don't know, the new Dino end board going first is absolutely insane. They're putting up an insane amount of negates. It's a board that's, quite frankly, really hard to deal with, okay? Now, Scrap Raptor says you can target a monster you control, destroy it. It allows you to normal summon again. If this card is destroyed, right, Scrap Raptor itself, you can add Scrap Chimera. When Scrap Chimera is normal summoned, it allows you to revive the Scrap Raptor in your graveyard, allowing you to go into Scrap Wyvern, allowing you to go into Scrap Golem. It's like the normal Scrap thing. But here's the thing, right now, that along with Lost World, or that in combination with Fossil Digger, pretty much any other Dino starter, allows you to end on this elaborate board, which quite frankly isn't a hard combo to learn anyway, right? It's a combo where like it has a lot of linear lines of play where you kind of have to play around the hand traps, and like getting hand trapped on certain areas require you to slightly deviate from the plan. But at the end of the day, no matter what, it makes the Dino strategy much more consistent, and Lord knows inconsistency was the bane of a Dino player. If you guys go watch our Locals episode 6 video, I opened double Evil Pill, a hand trap, and I top deck Giant Rex for turn. And I was up against a full Pendulum board. There's no way I'm beating that. But with Scrap Raptor, I don't have to be afraid to go first, because a lot of Dino players, sometimes it's hard to go first because you're like, man, what if I brick and I get hand trapped on OV and I have to pass? Which is generally true, but now the Dino strategy can play first, even through a Lancia, right? Because like you're not dedicated to this miscellaneous play. And the miscellaneous stores is a powerful card, right? Ban worthy, if anything. But Scrap Raptor makes the deck just inherently better, right? It bricks less, you have more starters, and you have more lines of play. When you're talking about a tier 1 meta deck or even a tier 2 meta contender, these are all things that you want in the recipe, right? Like consistency, power, and just Dino DNA. All right, the next card I want to talk about is Albedon, the branded dragon. This is an ultra out of Lightning Overdrive. Now, what does this card do? Okay, first of all, if you have Fallen Avowed Baz allows you to special summon this card from the extra deck. It's a level 8 fusion monster. Do you know what its effect is? To summon another level 8 fusion monster from the extra deck. And its restrictions for summoning the card is easy too. Is you just banish the cards from your field, hand, or graveyard. That's insane. That means as long as the materials are anywhere, you can fusion summon a level 8. You know what that means? You can either overlay it for a Dingirsu, effect to send, Dingirsu attack, go into a Zeus, or this card can even enable some crazier FTK. I know there's an FTK out there. I can't ruin the spice. Comment down below if you really want it. I might release the spice. Okay, so the next card on the list is Dark Infant at Ignister. Okay, so at Ignisters was a deck that didn't see much play. It does a lot, but it doesn't end on much because you have to play cards that you generally might not want to play. But with Dark Infant, it's a Link 1, okay? Link 1's break decks. Think about it. LP, Pisty, Musketeer Max, Prank Kids Meow Meow, right? Dark Infant is literally up there. You Link summon this, it literally searches you your field spell. So now you don't have to play multiple copies of the field spell. If you don't want to play Terraforming, you don't even have to play Terraforming, right? Because technically any starter gets you to this field spell. So now you have 3 extra slots in your main deck to play better cards, right? More blowout cards. This Link 1 severely reduces the number of like needed cards in the main deck, allowing you to play more, just infinitely more better cards. I mean, it's not like their extra deck was tight by any means, right? Like Dark Infant is an absolute one of, and it helps you with your strategy. It progresses the game, like your game state, because you know, you want it to progress your game state. That's how you know cards are good. If no one told you that, I'm telling you right now. So Peppo G in the comment section down below. Now, the next card on my list is another common. What the hell? There's so many good commons in the set. It's Black Eyes or Raven Wing, you know? It's Raven Wing, but they renamed it Black Eyes. It's the Plunder Patrol card, okay? Plunder Patrols, the deck itself, have one problem. You run out of gas pretty quickly. Even if you are good at resource management, you end up running out of gas simply due to the fact of how the deck plays. But this card, a common card, fixes a major problem within the entire archetype, okay? So you're saying, what the hell does this card do that with one card alone, you're fixing an entire archetype? Well, let's read it together. You can target one Plunder Patrol monster in your graveyard except itself, special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, add the other card or the other monster to your hand, and you're locked into Plunder Patrols, okay? But that's fine. And if this card is sent from the hand or monster zone to the graveyard, you can target one Plunder Patrol monster in your spell and trap zone, special it in defense. Whoa, this card is absolutely insane. Not only is it a double extender, right? Because a special summons itself, and then if it's used pretty much for link material, because that's what you're generally going to be doing, you can special summon a monster that's equipped to a Plunder Patrol. That's how the archetype works, okay, guys? Stay with me here, stay with me, okay? Listen. And on top of that, it replenishes your hand, right? If you really think about it, like Golden Hair, like all these cards end up being discarded anyway, so your hand sizes are always on the lower side. When your hand size is low and you've built your board, your recovery might not always be there, right? Because that's also another thing that makes a deck a meta deck. It's how recoverable is it, right? Let's say you build this board, right? And it's insane. It's an insane board. Let's be honest. And your opponent breaks it. Dark Ruler evenly matched. What then, right? Like, what do you do then? Are you just gonna scoop, or can the deck infinitely replenish itself? Well, not infinitely, but like two times. Like, can it at least have 2 bits and 2 moments of recovery, right? Okay, so the next card on my list is Traptrix Calaria. Calaria? Why does it sound like a disease? What? Okay, anyways, Traptrix Calaria. This is a Link 2, and this card is broken, okay? Every card on this list is broken, but let me tell you why this card specifically is broken. You know what the biggest problem with trap cards is? After you use it, they're gone. They're in the graveyard. This card basically says if you use a normal hold trap card, which the entire deck is made of normal hold trap cards, instead of sending it to the graveyard, set it back. And then on top of that, during the end phase, you can special summon a Traptrix monster from your graveyard in defense position. Now, you can't summon back Sarah because it's a Link and Links don't go into defense. All your Traptrix monsters on special and or normal, they get effects. So not only does this card help you keep your purple cards on the field, it gets you more. What the hell? This card is insane, guys. If you guys have not just fumbled around with the Traptrix strategy, with a new archetype coming out in Lightning Overdrive, Amazements, Traptrix Amazements really might be tier 1 after this Link 2, plus all the Amazement cards. Oh my god, I need this deck really freaking bad. All right, listen, I know before I said Link 1s break the game, but after this set, I'm starting to think Link 2s are gonna break this game, okay? The next card on my list is Paleozoic Cambro Rasta. Cambro roster? Okay, the names are hard, okay? This is the Link 2, okay? It's unaffected by other monster effects. So let's just start there. Wow, this card is broken. And now it has an even more broken effect. It says, you can target a set spell or trap card. Not your own, not your opponent's, but either or, okay? Send it to the graveyard. Send it. And then this allows you to set a Paleozoic trap card from your deck. And you can activate it this turn. And if a set card you control would be destroyed by card effect, you can banish this from your graveyard instead. It's like a Balings. It's a Balings that sends back row, okay, and sets you a card straight from the deck. Do you understand how broken that is? Paleozoic Cambro roster is just amazing for the Paleo strategy. Like, imagine ending on Paleozoic Cambro, the Paleozoic link 2, okay? You have Toad, you have another negate on the field, and then you have like 2-3 back row. And then you get another one that you can use when Cambro roster leaves the field. Like, what the hell? This card is insane. All right, so the next card on my list, and we're jacking it up just a little bit in price, is Drytron Mu Beta Fafnir, okay? Why is this card so freaking insane? Okay, first of all, it's a Drytron card. Drytron's lost a lot of consistency and a lot of power with the Union Carrier ban and the Cyber Ben 10 thing, okay? We've lost it. Drytrons, no one plays Drytrons anymore. But guess what's coming back after Lightning Overdrive becomes legal? Drytrons. Why? And why is this card so good? This card has a couple different effects that make it nasty. The first one is this. If you need to ritual summon, use a material off the card instead. Simple, but yet, very powerful, okay? And when this card is XC summoned, dump a Drytron from deck to graveyard. You're literally summoning Union Carrier without the Dawn Knight brick, and it's a Drytron name, and it's just part of your combo now. Everything that you've lost, you've gotten back, and it's better. And on top of that, if you control a machine, ritual, monster, and your opponent uses a spell or trap card, detach material, negate it. Negate the activation. That's it. It's gone. It's a negate, an extender. It's a double extender and a negate, if you really think about it. Like, this card is absolutely broken. The Drytron strategy is gonna be bananas when it comes back. Guys, pick up your Drytron cards now, and if you did because you watched this video, let me know in the comment section down below. Next card on my list, and this card is actually freaking amazing, is Amazement Arlecchino. Okay, so why is this card so freaking good? Okay, well, it does a couple of things, I swear. The first one is you can banish Amazement traps from your graveyard, target and destroy that many cards. And on top of that, when a trap card is activated, not when you activate a trap card, even if your opponent activates a trap card, you special summon this from your hand. And on top of that, if this card is on the field, right, and your opponent normal or special summon, you can attach an attraction trap card to that card. And these attraction trap cards are insane, right? Like, some of them flip them face down, some of them turn them into defense, some of them negate effects. This card is like an amazing addition as an engine to a lot of other already good trap decks, right? You're looking at Trap Tricks, especially Guru, Magical Musket. This card's gonna be insane in Magical Muskets. You heard it here first. So the next card on my list, and rightfully so, this belongs on the list, is Diviner of the Herald, okay? This card is absolutely insane for any ritual-based archetype or any like fairy-based archetype, right? Because think about it. If you normal or special this card, send from your extra deck a fairy monster, and it's generally gonna be Herald of the Arclight, and then you can change the level of Diviner by the level that you sent. And on top of that, if this card is tributed, you can special summon one level 2 or lower fairy monster from your deck. Like, it acts as an extender, it acts as like a synchro player, right? Because just being able to modulate, or rather modify the level of a card, especially a tuner, is absolutely insane, right? And if you think about it, in any ritual-based strategy, this card is an absolute starter, because if you're sending Herald of the Arclight, when Herald of the Arclight is sent, you can add a ritual monster or a ritual spell card from your deck. It not only is it a starter, it's an extender, also it makes you kind of think about what you can do when you're synchroing, because now you have something that can modulate its level. If you really think about it, right, this single card solves a lot of problems for a lot of decks, right? And if you guys know a deck that you think this card will be amazing in, comment down below, right? Don't be the only one with the sauce. All right, so the last card on my list is Tri-Brigade Bear Bum. Bear Bum? Tri-Brigade Bear Brum. So this is another Link 2, okay? Link 2s are actually starting to break the game as well. Let's dive a little bit deeper on why this card is so freaking good, okay? This card says discard 2 cards, and you're saying, what the hell? This card's trash. In the Tri-Brigade strategy, discarding cards is actually hella plush. And on top of that, this card actually acts as an extender by targeting a banished level 4 or lower beast warrior, you know, the whole Tri-Brigade shebang thing, and special summon it, okay? And if this card leaves the field, you can add a Tri-Brigade spell or trap from your hand, or from the deck to the hand, and then fix your hand up, right? Because now you have to place a card back into the deck, and then you're locked into Tri-Brigades. But who cares, right? Because like, you technically going first, you've already established the board, you've already gotten your Tri-Brigade Revolt, which is probably the card you're getting, unless there's another broken one that I'm unaware of. But I mean, that's just the way it is, right? Like, this card is absolutely insane and deserves a place, rightfully so, on this list. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Hit that notification bell because it's super important. Also, if you guys haven't purchased our new 2-player and single-player cloth playmats and haven't picked up your new metal field centers, okay, head over to headtoheadbattles.com right now. Check out the website. The merch there is insane, and it's one really big way to support the channel and help us keep doing what we love to do. All right, guys, I don't want to take up any more of your time. I'm gonna catch you in the freaking next one. This is Susu from HeadtoHead Battles, signing out.
What's up, guys? If you haven't subscribed, make sure to click that button right there in the middle.
Also, if you haven't watched that video that YouTube is recommending you, it's probably crazy, all right? Go watch it. This is Susu from HeadtoHead Battles,
Jenjen from HeadtoHead Battles,
signing out.